The wool on the dead sheep has turned into demon wool. Marge was possessed while collecting it. This forced her to weave tapestries day and night without stopping, and Homer was also influenced by it. After he suffered serious injuries time and time again, he still repeatedly threw himself into the battlefield, although he eventually stopped fighting, but his body had already become unrecognizable. After their spirits were controlled, they have no time to care about life at all, so much so that children stop growing due to malnutrition. But the rulers are not satisfied. He still brings people to frequently supervise the work. When he came to inspect the final result of the tapestry, he is revered and admired by people here. Not long after, a wave of invaders invaded the church. They attempted to smash open the sturdy city gate with Homer's head, but it's just too sturdy. But they successfully attacked the city wall on one side. The tapestry was thus discovered by Homer inside, but he just used it to dance. Strangely enough, he suddenly realized that the tapestry had already foreshadowed everything that had just happened. It even guessed what was about to happen.
That was the first time I knew anguish and fear.
But on the way, Homer still sold the tapestry cheaply in Persia. The buyer weaves it into the king's tent. At this moment, the king is selecting a wife. As a king with powerful magic, he still thinks every day is boring. When he doesn't like the performance of the candidate, he will throw them into the same pit. At this point, there are already 500 women in the pit. The next candidate is Lisa. She didn't show any talent at all. She can only praise the king's shoes to ease the embarrassment. Just when the king was about to throw her into the pit too, she immediately made up a story.
There once was a boy named Ali Baba. He and his elder brother Kasim were the sons of a merchant who traded in camels and spices and...
Lisa's story successfully caught the king's attention. She told the story more vividly with her most skilled performance. Afterwards, she relied on her own intelligence and wit, successfully entertained the king for 1001 nights. When the king falls asleep, she took the opportunity to release her imprisoned sisters. With the continuous changes of the times, the value of blankets is decreasing. Finally, it appeared on the execution ground. It became a cloth used to wipe the faces of criminals. However, the condition of the blanket improved slightly afterwards. It rolled into the hands of the painter again. Blankets are used to color paintings. Just when the work is completed, the blanket was thrown aside again, but it was brought home by Marge when he cleaned it up. She also made a delicious dishcloth soup with it.
Flavor. That's better.
When Homer took it to climb Mount Everest after reaching the peak, he collapsed due to lack of oxygen. But Bart has already given all the oxygen to the balloon. Afterwards, when no one paid attention, a snow ape discovered this piece of cloth. He gave it as a gift to Mo. This piece of cloth grew up with Mo here. It has also become Mo's closest friend. When Mo is inseparable from the cloth every day, must have been ridiculed by some people.
Hey, Mo, I got a job here for your best friend, the bar rag.
And also suggested that Mo replace it with a new one as soon as possible. But he couldn't let go of the emotions between them at all. However, that day when Mo was sleeping, the cloth was taken away by someone Mo specifically called the police for this. What he doesn't know is, at this moment, the cloth is in deep water and hot water. When it is thrown dry, Marge neatly stacked it up. When Mo first arrived at Homer's house, he happened to see his long-lost friend. Only then did he realize Marge understands Mo's feelings about it very well.